Hopefully it doesn't do it again. But unfortunately, because it crashed and it only saves when you finish or get to a choice or whatever, gotta do this again. From the beginning.
There was a pleasant breeze coming through that door.
That's okay.
Had it been closed before?
I'm just gonna reopen this because it probably didn't count that I read it. Just in case. Like I said. Affect anything. That means I have to get all. Maybe I'll get different gems this time.
Renato remembered when he'd first stolen one of these. Good times.
Well, that's good at least. One of the fun things early on is throwing them off the level. I haven't really done that much anymore, but... Oh yeah, gotta go up. I'll try to go fast so we can get caught back up to where I was before.
You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. So these had to be imperial gogglers. That meant ravens were up ahead.
Oh, yay! I just saw the comment.
So that's what they meant by a firewall. What unlocks a firewall?
Oh. I think that one's different.
Renato felt wrong all over. He could feel an almost palpable sickness in the air. And if the land could have tumors, they would look like these monstrous crystals.
Ooh, pardon the hiccup.
The forest was quieter than it had been. There were insects, but few birds, if you didn't count the ravens. Renato smelled sick animals and dying ones, but no healthy ones. And getting a bad feeling about this, Renato thought, maybe Lupina was right. Maybe he should have kidnapped Zenobia instead of coming here. You brush. Oh.
Like that. That's how you feel. We haven't done that in a while. But yeah, it's always fun. Ooh, I got treasure hunter level 2 now. So I am getting different gems than what I got the first time. That's all good. I believe I'm essentially caught up to where I was now.
When I build my castle, thought Renato, all my gates are going to open with buttons, and all the levers will drop rocks at your head.
we go. Made it to the end.
As he held the radiant icosahedron, Renato felt queasy, like dozens of tiny worms were nibbling his insides. It wasn't healthy to be so close to the eye of a god. How could he use it? He could take it to the observatory. The scientists there could tell him how to harness its ancient power. But honestly, Renato ached to get away from it. He brought the core back with him to the Farfarer. But honestly, Renato ached to be rid of it. "Tell you what," said Lupino. "I'll take it to the observatory. You attack the Imperial outpost." The Imperial outpost was a vital communications node. Taking it could shatter the Empire's ability to coordinate. And it would be full of secret plans and maps and maybe even rebel prisoners. It was a good target for a hero like Renato.
That's true.
But
I haven't been there before.
what if Lupino lost the core to the Empire? That could be a good thing, couldn't it? Was Renato ready to take that risk? Maybe it was better if he brought the core to the scientists himself. Lupino was a touchy rabbit. Renato knew that. "You're brave, I know," Renato said. "But this is what I was hired to do." "Oh, but at least let me run ahead and warn them you're coming." Renato wondered if Lupino was up to no good. What if the rabbit warned the Empire instead? Oh, but Lupino wouldn't betray him like that. Not again. Before it'd been a fluke. Right? They finished the trip to the Nexus in silence. He would offer Lupino a chance to betray him, or not to. His old friend deserved another chance to prove true. "All right," Renato said. "Go."
Man, if he kills all the science frog people, they were some nice, well, I believe they're toads. They were some nice toads. Because I did them in one of my other stories.
As Renato watched Lupino vanish on the horizon, he could feel nausea building in him. He felt ill. Could his knees really be aching this much? But how could he have handed the core off to Lupino? That was a recipe for disaster.
Yes, it would have been a recipe for disaster.
Renato hoped his mother wasn't watching. Renato wondered if his future self had commissioned these poles.
Well, I guess we're going this way. Already made that choice. Next time if I come the other way. The islands are floating. Yes, I know I've died. Thanks for the information.
Bernardo felt worse. All his joints were aching now. He'd been through beatings that felt better than this. So the core had a kind of poison that could harm you without even touching you. That's new. Well, it had power. The rebellion needed something with power. And how was this any worse than a sword wound? Well, a death by sword was sudden and fair. This was just squalid. A piecemeal death, like old age.
Well, that's probably how I'm gonna die this time.
People had laughed at the government workbench placement program, but you could see the benefits everywhere.
That's pretty nice. Oh yeah, I lost Shield Breaker level 3 because my game blarped on me. The sadness. Oh, I hit the part.
Bernardo was no physicist, but he could have sworn something was wrong with the trajectory of these cannonballs.
I flipped it too. It's stuck on pass through on the platform. I have 9 health.
Bernardo could feel his wounds closing. It was weird.
I love the first time we play through this and you pick up fruit, and he talks about how unrealistic it is to pick up fruit to heal.